The truth about navigating PMS as a mom is not just convincing your husband that PMS pain is real or finding the perfect cup so you don't really feel like you're on your period, although that really does help. But I've discovered over the past few years that there is a hidden secret about navigating PMS as a mom. So pull up a seat, get comfy, and let's talk about it. The main insight I've noticed for me as a mom is that PMS isn't really just about acting normal when your body feels out of control. It's mostly about giving my mind and body the support it needs and giving it a break so that I don't break when it's going through a really difficult time. And that's obvious, right? Because when we're going through PMS, there's so much happening with our body that it's so easy to just feel like we're going to lose it. And sometimes we do. But the real question is, how do you give your body and your mind that break when motherhood is a 24/7 job? I found that there are 3 things that we can do that make a big difference in being able to do this so that we can navigate PMS as a mom, because truth is, it's not going away. It's going to be here again next month. So let's figure out how to get through it with less stress. The first thing that I found really helps me navigate PMS as a mom is something I call the 3-day pause. Now, the 3-day pause is, well, exactly that. When we're going through PMS, there are so many hormonal changes and so many things happening with our body that everything seems more intense. We're more likely to react, we're more likely to be annoyed, and we're more likely to have zero energy and motivation. And so everything we do just takes extra self-control and extra energy, and that can be so exhausting. So how do you keep yourself from overreacting or not doing what you need to do when you're actually just running on empty? You're doing the best you can. Well, one thing that I have found that works really well for me is to take a step back and to put PMS in perspective. And I like to remind myself of one simple thing. When I am feeling all of those feelings, I simply say to myself, this is PMS. I'll feel better in 3 days. When I am at that point where I'm really just ready to fall apart, in all reality, in 3 days, I probably will feel a lot better than I do today. And within a day or 2 after that, I'm gonna feel great. So reminding myself, Jamie, this is temporary. This is PMS, it's gonna go away. It helps remind me that I just need to make it through the 3 days. And whatever emotions, whatever frustrations I'm feeling are probably gonna go away by themselves. So what the 3-day pause is that means just pushing the pause button on myself and saying, you know what? I'm going to choose to not let this bug me for 3 days. I'm going to choose to not react. I'm going to choose not to tell that person how they should fix their life for 3 days, because spoiler alert, in 3 days, I won't think they need to fix it. But today it seems like the biggest problem on the planet. So if I can just hit the pause button and tell myself that I don't have to make any big decisions, I don't have to make any big responses, I don't have to fix anyone or tell anyone what they should do for 3 days, then I'll be so much better off, and so will everyone else. Because let's face it, nobody wants a hormonal mom to tell them how to fix their lives. And so reminding yourselves, this is PMS, I'm gonna feel better in 3 days. And choosing not to make those big decisions, choosing not to give people a lot of counsel or criticism, just choosing to wait 3 days and then you'll take care of it fixes so many things on their own. That also gives you a bit of a break because that's less off your plate. Now, if one of the things on your plate that is making it so that you're always exhausted is that you're always having to clean up after everyone, I do have a video that breaks apart the top 3 reasons that our houses don't stay clean and how to fix those. So if that would be helpful for you, I am more than happy to send it your way. Just comment below, send me the video, and you can check that out. Hopefully it helps take a lot off your plate so that you have less stress, especially during your PMS week. And that brings me to tip number 2 for managing PMS as a mom, and that is to adjust your schedule. Now, I know what you're going to say. My schedule is full 24/7. How on earth am I supposed to do that? Well, here's the truth. If you're running on empty, you're burnt out, you're overwhelmed, you're not very productive anyway. So going 24/7 is actually not getting you the results you want. So sometimes the most effective thing you can do is to take those few days and step it back just a notch. Now, that doesn't mean sit on the couch and do nothing for a week. But what I do mean is there are some things that maybe don't have to be done today. Look at your schedule and see what you can put off a few days. What can you move till next week? Is there someone that can help you with anything this week? Now, I get it. You're running your own show and you're in charge of so many things. So some of those things just have to be done. You still have to pick up the kids. You still have to feed them, right? But is it possible that the bathroom will still be there next week if you don't clean it? Yeah, it can be put off till next week, and you can give yourself the grace of some time to recharge and rest. Recognizing that your body is going through a lot and that giving yourself that time to take care of yourself will actually help you be more productive all week long. Now, there's also a hidden benefit to this week, and that is that your hormones are a little different this week, which means not only are you more irritable and more sensitive to things, but like I said, you're more sensitive to things. That means you can be more in tune with your kids, more connected, more aware of what's really going on in their world. And so this is your hidden superpower. Be sure to use it. Yes, this week is hard. Yes, this week is intense. But this is also when you can connect with your kids and see what's going on below the surface like no other time of the month. So use that to your advantage. You really can pair these two things. Giving yourself the grace and also connecting with your kids can be done by intentionally taking time to connect with your kids. So maybe you pop some popcorn, you sit on the couch, and you watch a movie with one of your kids to have some alone mom time, where you talk about how their lives are going and you snuggle with them under the blankets and you just make some special memories. This is going to make them feel super close to you. It's also going to give you a chance to relax and not feel so burnt out. It's a win-win for everyone. So be intentional this week. Find ways that you can take care of yourself and also connect with your kids. And you'll find that it helps this week become not just something you dread, but also a time to tune in to that feminine side of you that is so, so beautiful. Now, beside that beautiful side, there is that other side that gets triggered. And that brings us to step number 3, which is to recognize the hidden triggers. We all have them. But here's the interesting part. Most people don't know what they are. Most of the month, we have enough self-control and we have enough presence of mind that we're able to just keep ourselves in control and not lose it, not get upset, not get triggered. But these few days of the month, we're more sensitive. We're more, triggerable. Is that a word? It is now. And so because of that, those triggers that have been below the surface, those things that normally bug you, but you just pretend they don't, suddenly they pop up and they pop out and they spew all over people. Now, you could beat yourself up. You could feel like an awful human, an awful mom, or you could move into scientist mode and you could step back, look at the situation and ask yourself, I wonder why that triggers me so much. Is there something that is below the surface that you haven't been able to see until now? And if so, now is the perfect time to just notice. Now, this probably isn't the perfect time to fix it, but it is the perfect time to find it. And the week after PMS is usually a fabulous week when you're ready to take on the world. So that is a beautiful time to take what you learned and then to make adjustments in your life so that you can improve those relationships, improve those situations so that you can grow as a person and become your best self. PMS is different for everyone, but I think we can all agree that it's not easy. But using these 3 techniques can be so super helpful. Remembering that it's just 3 days, hitting that pause button and giving yourself the grace of not having to make the decisions, not having to tell people how to fix their lives, and just kind of coasting for those 3 days until you're in a better state to make those decisions and those actions. Adjusting your schedule and giving yourself the grace that you don't have to clean the bathroom this week it can be put off till next week. Give yourself time instead to connect with your kids and to really use that superpower of that feminine energy to see what is going on in the life of your kids when you are so in tune to your emotions and everyone else. And thirdly, using this time to recognize those triggers so that next week when you're feeling on top, you know exactly what to work on so that next month is even easier. And remember, if you just need less on your plate, be sure to check out that video on the top 3 reasons your house is a mess, it's not staying clean, and what you can do about it. Just comment below, give me the video, and I will be sure to get that to you. I'm Jamie Knapp. I hope this helped you love your life, live your mission, and raise kids who do the same.